pencil intro until I get one professionally done. Like, comment, and subscribe to join in on the fun. So this is not what I was expecting for this trip. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are in the Smoky Mountains and it is very, very, very smoky. I am on an overlook, a pull off on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and normally you'd be able to see all kinds of lovely mountains, but it is a particularly smoky day in the Smoky Mountains. When I left home, it was sunny and nice, like 70, 75. Here it is cold and misty, and this is only like a half hour from my home. I thought today would be a good day to go see Graveyard Fields. It's a field on the Blue Ridge Parkway. There's a scenic loop, and the leaves change earlier here because of a fire that occurred in the 40s, and there's different plant life there than anywhere else in the Smoky Mountains. The leaves change first. It's all bright reds. I've heard it's phenomenal, but it's very, very smoky today, more so than I've ever seen. So yeah, here's the overlook. There's a sign about erosion and mountains. There's a lovely waterfall here. There's some salamanders in the area. Yeah, and it normally looks something like that where we are. But today, you cannot see anything. You can barely see the trees right beneath me. This is crazy pants. We are at Pounding Mill Overlook. The elevation is 4,700 feet. So, yeah, this trip may be a bust. But I also kind of want to go see what's going on over at Graveyard Fields. I mean, we'll be able to see some things, just not very much. Yeah, the fog here, or the smoke, if you will, is pretty intense. We're coming up to a big patch. You can't see the cars coming until they're almost right on top of you. Oh, we have a clearing. We have a clearing. There's no smoke here. Maybe it's getting better. There's some up here though. Still not as thick as before, so maybe it'll... Oh, it's getting worse again. I was gonna say maybe it'll clear up by the time we get there. We have like 6 minutes till we get there. All right, we've reached the Cherry Cove overlook here at 4,327 feet. Yeah, you can't see Cherry Cove. It's apparently 1,000 feet below this, and you can only see fog. Yeah, this is insane. I've never seen it be this foggy or smoky. There are mountains past these trees. It's very vast and scenic, but you cannot see. You can see that some of the trees are starting to change, which is nice. There's still a while to go, but let's check out Graveyard Fields and see if the leaves are changing. Oh, I've heard a lot about this overlook, the view of Looking Glass Rock, but no view today. Oh, you can see that the leaves are starting to change. That's promising. Will we be able to see them since you can't see anything off the overlooks? Who knows? But there's some change. 1 mile. Oh, and look at our lovely view of the Pigeon River. It is glorious in all its smoky glory. You can tell where Graveyard Fields is because it's where all the cars are. So here we go, we've reached it, Graveyard Fields. You can see we are actually here, and there's a loop that goes around, and in fall, it normally looks like this, but I'm gonna show you what you can see today. So you can see more that you could see from the overlooks, but it's maybe too late for the Graveyard Field season, or too early. It's really hard to tell. Some of the trees are showing some signs of color, and there's these really pretty wildflowers here, but I picked a terrible day to do this. Okay, it is honestly very pretty. You can see the different colors here, and all of these plants are different than the plants in the Smoky Mountains on the Blue Ridge Parkway because of the fire that occurred in the 20s. Another one occurred in the 40s, and it was labeled Graveyard Fields because there was no plant life here. So normally you see the tall trees and whatnot that you would see along the parkway, and here it is a completely different thing. Different plant life, different everything from the regrowth that occurred after the fire. And here is the mighty sign of achievement that we've reached Graveyard Fields. Wind-thrown tree trunks covered with moss and spruce needles looked like a graveyard until destroyed by the fire in 1925. Okay, I don't think we've come too late. You can see all the different colors here. You can't see into the distance, into the vastness, which you can normally see, but you can see little spots of color. Yeah, it is very pretty here. It would be prettier without the smoke, without the fog, but very, very pretty. So here you can see what I was talking about the fire. So prior to the fire, it was a landscape that you see anywhere in the Smoky Mountains with all the usual trees, but because of the fires and the winds afterwards that basically transported all the soil away, there is new plant life, and it's very, very, very pretty, unlike anything else in the Smokies. Yeah, this wasn't a total bust. Look how pretty. I mean, you can only see so far, like I said before, but very, very pretty and kind of haunting with all the smoke slash fog. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen plants quite like this, and I wonder what made all these plants come in. I understand that the fire wiped out the other growth, but why these plants if they weren't anywhere else in the Smokies? Well, I think we're going to take a drive back since it is very misty and hard to see most things. But yeah, I guess this is why they call it the Smoky Mountains. Goodbye for now, Graveyard Fields. I will see you on a less smoky day. Even if it is super smoky, you can see a lot of pretty stuff still. Like, look at these wildflowers. The trees are starting to change over here. I remember asking Jacob when I moved, like, why do they call it the Smoky Mountains? Well, I'm learning today for sure. Look at all these cute little flowers. It's very pretty despite the fog. The fog! Oh, we're gaining elevation, heading back. Now we're at 5,494 feet, and just as foggy. The leaves here are very, very pretty though. And all the little flowers, look how cute. Look at the cute little flowers. And the fog is even foggier. I don't know if you can see it blowing all the smoke, but it is intense here. Just when I thought it couldn't get any smokier. Let's go to another overlook. Oh, this one's not very overlooky. This one has a lot of plants. Yeah, these are the trees and stuff that are normally what you see, but the graveyard field has a whole different set of plant life. Goodbye, Blue Ridge Parkway. On to 215. This is super pretty. And you're starting to see mountains again heading home. Like I said, it was in the 70s at home and clear. Not at Graveyard Fields. It really is quite pretty here. I'm excited that we can see some fall foliage. I've learned that the people that travel here are called leaf lookers. And for some reason I really like that name. I think it's really cute. And yep, we're doing some leaf looking today now that it's cleared out a bit. I just pulled off for a second because look how pretty. You can see the leaves changing. We found it. We left the smoke. It's not full peak yet, but it's very, very pretty. And look at these little guys over here. They're so cute. I love all the little wildflowers in this area. I need to get like a wildflower app or book to be able to identify these guys. Look at this. We're surrounded. Okay, this is insanely pretty. We've definitely reached leaf-looking status. I'm a big fan of random stickers stuck places. I feel like I need to bring my Jenny Penny stickers along to stick them where there are existing stickers. And look what I found driving along. There's a super pretty waterfall. Look at it! It's pretty amazing driving around the Smoky Mountains because you'll just find like hidden wonder without even going on a trail. The leaves changing this side. This is incredibly pretty. And then on the other side here, you can see where the water is running to. Again, incredibly pretty. Oh, there it is. There's the runoff from the waterfall. Going down these rocks. Just incredible beauty. Look, you can see the mountains again. Goodbye, waterfall. I'm glad I could still see you despite the fog. Now back to the car. Oh, on the way to the car, there's a teeny tiny waterfall. Look how cute. It's so little. It's a little baby waterfall. And now we're heading back to green as we change elevation. Yeah, I've had to learn about this when I moved here. Depending on the elevation is when leaves change. So the lower the elevation, they will change last, first. Oh my gosh, I thought I had this down. So higher elevations change first because it's colder at higher elevations and therefore the leaves change, and then lower elevations change last. Yes, that is correct, because mountains like Mount Mitchell, which is the tallest point east of the Mississippi, change before home, which is a lower elevation. So yes, and yep, just back to green. So thank you for joining me here in our leaf looking adventure, our Smoky Mountain smoke adventure. Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff, despite Graveyard Fields being kind of a bust. We'll just say the first half of the trip was kind of a bust, but then we ended up in lower elevation and things are green and there's less smoke. So yeah, we've had an exciting day here in the Smokies. I didn't see any little critters. I was looking here in the leaves to see if I would see any. I kind of also just want to like crunch in the leaves, but they're kind of wet, so it's not a good crunching day. I've just picked a not great day all around to do this. It's going to be raining the next couple days, so I figured today would be the best day, but the best day may actually be after the rain ends, because it does something with the leaves that they start changing. And yeah, but this was a really fun adventure. I really love living here, especially this time of year with all the different fall stuff going on. So thank you for watching. Yeah, it's been a very peaceful day. I can hear the river running alongside me, just little animals, and it's very nice. I'm a big fan. I wore my Ewok shirt today and got a lot of compliments from different hikers and leaf lookers. So yes, a good day all around. So thank you for watching. I have Cameo, I have Patreon, I have channel memberships, I have social media, so follow me along as you will. And I guess that's it for now. Bye! And as we're almost home, the sun's back out.